Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamie. So today we're going to be talking about breeding, guys. We're going to be talking about yours breeding. If you are starting a rabbit farm, this is something that we have to be talking about, something we definitely have to talk about. So I'm doing my breeding right now. I'm doing some breeding here, but there is a method actually that I've been meaning to talk to you guys about. So we did talk about, we do have questions, people asking and saying that, my rabbit is not giving birth, or my rabbit is refusing to breed, or the males are not active, these kind of problems. So these are common problems that rabbit farmers will face. These are problems that you guys will face, but it's not something that you should be like too worried about. So without further ado, let's get into this, and I'll be showing you guys processes, the methods that you guys can use, and things that you guys can try, things that have somewhat worked for me and things that might work for you guys. So let's get into it. So guys, this is a little part that I did want to share before I do continue with this video. For this method that I will be using in this video, I do care about the well-being of my rabbits, and this is a practice or a trick used by people, and for some things this can be painful for the rabbits. It can be painful, it can be stressing, and sometimes it can cause harm to the rabbits, but it's a way to get it done. So I will tell you guys, if you're going to be using this method, please be careful, do it at your own risk, but please put the well-being of your rabbit first. If you don't know how to do it, then don't do it, please. And like, if you don't know what you're doing, just don't use the method. But it is an easy, effective method. So I will just show you guys this method before we get into the video. So for those who will be watching this, guys, don't kill me in the comment section. Don't kill me in the comment section. All right, don't come for me in the comment section. So I just hope this video is very informative to people, and it helps one or two or even more people. So with that, let's get into the video. So first things first, let me talk to you guys about breeding, because this is going to be an important role in your rabbitry, an important part. The breeding is one of the most important things in your rabbitry, because you do want to be producing this, especially if you're doing this as a commercial rabbit farmer. These are things that you will want to try, and you don't want to get it wrong, because the more you wait, if you're a commercial rabbit farmer, the more of a loss you're going to make, or with time consumption that you'll be behind time. So with rabbit farming is that you always have to be on time, and if you're doing this for commercially, you have to have numbers. So first things first, without further ado, let me get into it. Breeding, guys. So I'll answer the first question, which will be why the bucks sometimes, you put your female in the cage and the buck is just not active. He's not active, he's not doing anything, he's just sitting there, So with rabbits now, what happens is that rabbits, especially the bucks, guys, they mustn't be fed too much. So the first things first is their feed. Do not feed them too much, especially foods that make them fat, foods that are high in fat, or foods that make the rabbits themselves gain a lot of fat. You don't want your male buck having so much fat on him. It just makes him lazy and not active at all. And the thing is, like I said before in the past video, your diet. So you have to be strict with your diet when it comes to these bucks. You don't want to be giving them too much, but you don't want to be giving them too little food at the same time. This is bad for the rabbits. Sometimes this can lead to this can lead to different things. This is where you see some rabbits, they get too big, and then he's just sitting there in his cage. You put the female and you're wondering, why isn't he doing anything? So these are the causes. So next, we'll talk about the females. why your female isn't giving birth. Now with this one here is optional, guys. There's a lot of reasons for this, so I'll answer it by saying, well, I'll give you guys different answers. First things first, we'll talk about nutrition. Nutrition plays a part in the doe's reproductive system. Nutrition plays a part in almost everything, even her milk production and all that. Nutrition plays a role in all of these things. So you have to be watching out for your rabbits, like I said. Next is that she might not be in hit. She might not be in hit. You might want to breed her and she's not in hit. I know it's frustrating for rabbit farmers. You're behind schedule. You want to breed your rabbits, but they're not breeding. You're not sure what to do. I have these problems at times, but the thing is now that with these rabbits, it's either you have two options. It's either you're not going to force her, or you guys are going to use what we call the rubber band method. So I talked about this method multiple times, and I say that some people say it's inhumane, some people say that it works for them. I have actually tried it before. I'm not going to act like I'm all innocent. I have tried it before, and I'll tell you guys one thing about the results, and I'm going to show you guys how it's done as well in this video. So please don't hate in the comments. I'm just showing you guys things that you can do as a last resort, as a last option. So please, it's up to you now whether you take it seriously, whether you take it personally or not, for the sake of your animals and how you take care of your animals. So I'll be showing you guys that. So the rubber band method is where you tie a rubber band across the doe's tail. Well, you tie the rubber band on the doe's tail and you'll kind of lift up the tail, so that leaves her backside actually exposed, and when the male is mounting, it just gives him easy access straight in. So like I say, some people just say this is rape, some people just say it's fine. As commercial farmers, if you're behind time, sometimes you have no option. It's okay. You have no option. It can be done, as long as it's as long as you're not hurting the animal too much. And it mustn't be a regular thing. You mustn't teach your doe that every time you want to breed, you have to put a rubber band on her. Yeah, that way. Just don't make it a habit for your does. It actually it plays a part in them not wanting to breed naturally. So hope you guys get what I'm trying to tell you guys. So let me show you guys the rubber band method, just show you guys how it's done. People will choose whether or not to use this information, as long as I've given you guys this information for you guys to use for your own purposes. I have my ways of running my rabbitry. It's now up to you guys to choose whether or not you are going to use this method for your sake in your rabbit farm. But it is, for me personally, I wouldn't say it's rape. But for some companies that you will be working with, or some people that you will be working with, they do take this as rape. Like for instance, I won't say any names of any companies that say this, but there are companies that don't approve of you breeding your rabbits such ways. But I would say for me, it's just fair game. It's fair play. It works. I'll tell you guys and I'll say yes, it works, because it does work. And if you're behind time, you have no option, then yeah, you can do it. Do for this method is that we're just gonna get one of our females. So this is not a female in my rabbit. I do have New Zealand whites at the back, so I did actually bring one in, and then we're going to use one of those females. I'm just going to show you guys the rubber band method, how it works. So without further ado, let me go get the female and then I will show you guys how it's done. So as you guys can see over here, I have my doe over here. Here she is, and we have our rubber band over here. So as you guys can see, the way I have tied this rubber band, it has two sides to it. As you guys can see, I know my hands are a bit messy, guys. These are things that come with rabbits. As you guys can see, the marks over here and some of the scars. So like I was saying, we have our doe over here, and this is what we call, well, I don't know what to call it, but yeah, we have our rubber band. So what's going to be happening here, guys, is that, like I say, we have our rabbit over here and we have our rubber band over here. right? So let me just show you how we're actually just gonna put this on her. So what we want to do here is that her backside, as you guys can see, we're gonna lift the tail actually. We're gonna, so I think I should take this for you guys to see. So we have our rabbit over here. She's a bit calm, as you guys can see. Take the black over here. So what happens with this is that she might be a bit jumpy. Like I said, she has never ever bred before. This will be her first time, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but first time breeding the other New Zealand whites, it did work out perfectly. We did breed naturally, and this is her first time. So what happened is that she has been refusing to breed, right? She has been refusing to breed, and I thought that, yeah, this is the best time to make this video for you guys. So what we're actually going to do is that take this rubber band. So she, like I say, she might be a bit jumpy. What we're going to do is that we're just going to tie the rubber band around her tail. So as you guys can see, just tie that around her tail. There we go. And then now we have this part over here. So this part over here is the other part that's going to go over her head and it's going to rest on her stomach. So this way, I'm going to take our rubber band and we're going to lift, and this is going to be going over inside one leg, other leg, inside the other leg, and just like that, guys. So for some people, I don't know, I call it the G-string. I know this is funny, but for my generation, then it does actually look like a G-string. So I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. As you guys can see, so it has left the backside over here a bit exposed, as you guys can see. So you want to put it in a way whereby the rabbit, it's not too tight on the rabbit, it's not strangling the rabbit, and you want to be as gentle as possible at this point. Like I say, don't stress the rabbit too much. She is already getting stressed from all, you know, putting so much pressure on her tail and all this. So like I say, guys, this is just a method. So whether you choose to use this method or not, it is up to you. You know, you are the one that knows the well-being of your animals and how you do take care of your animals. So yeah, so over here we have moved all these are all males that we have in here. We just moved a few males since we do want to be keeping the males and the females in their own cages. So what we're going to do over here is that we're going to take our female down here and we're going to put her in one of these, you know, one of these cages, one of the males, and then see what's going to happen from there. Immediately the male is on her, just like that. So she is going to be a bit jumpy. And there we go. So like I say to you guys, I think you guys heard the screaming and all this. This is her first time mating, like I told you guys. So it's like her first time. She just lost her V card right there. So right now we're just gonna do the 3 hits, and then as soon as we're done, we're gonna remove the rubber band. But what I'm actually gonna do now is that I'm going to remove the rubber band and see how she reacts from there. So that's what we're actually going to do. So you guys have actually just seen the method, how it works. This is how you guys do it. If your rabbits aren't breeding, this is a method that can be used. So as long as you guys have just seen how it's done, then So we also just moved this guy. I think you guys know this guy used to stay at the back. She also used to stay at the back. These two females here, well, these three females here also used to stay at the back. So these three females here, these three New Zealand white females here are ready for breeding. So we have brought them here. They're going to stay here for a couple of days. We just want him to get used to his cage before we start putting females for him, and from there we'll see what's going to happen. So you guys have seen how this is working. Next, let's get into rabbits diet. Diet is the most important part, guys. Diet plays a major role in almost everything. And if you guys know one thing about rabbits are always munching. Rabbits are munching and munching and munching and munching. They don't stop eating, especially if you have so many. Then you know the struggle for food is real. I remember telling you guys, I was like, it's expensive if you're buying pellets, especially for this many rabbits. It is expensive from time to time. So we are coming up with alternative methods to feed our rabbits. So I'll tell you guys is that if your rabbits are born, when they are born, they're going to drink milk from their mother. Maybe if you're keeping them in cages like this, they're going to stay with their mother for the first 6 weeks, and the first 3 weeks, I think first 2.5 weeks, that's what I say, for the first, let's just say the first 3 weeks, they will be, you know, drinking milk from the mother and all that. And yeah, when you move your rabbits, this is where everything changes now. So as soon as you move them, their diet is one of the most important things when you remove the kids. So whether they grow up eating greens and grass, like the ones at the back and the ones here, like the ones here, if the ones here don't have a certain part of their diet, it changes a lot of things. The way, you know, if they were giving birth like crazy, they stop giving birth. You know, it's like chickens. As you know, like chickens, if if you're giving it layer mash, as soon as you stop giving it layer mash, it stops laying. I'm not sure how true this is. I've never kept layers, but it's just what I'm saying to you guys. So it's kind of the same thing with the rabbits. So you do have to know that these things do play a key factor in rabbits' diet. But sometimes I can say once in a while, you know, give your rabbits mango leaves, give your rabbits banana leaves, you know, try give your rabbits some greens from time to time. If you see that buying food can be expensive for you, then make them grow up eating these things. You know, let their digestive system get used to the things you give them, things that you know are always available. Because I told you, rabbits eat a lot. As you guys can see, they never stop chewing. Like they'll stop for a couple of minutes, and then, as you guys can see, they'll get straight back into it. As you guys can see, look at that. So guys, I'm not sure how helpful this information was to you guys, but I hope it helped someone out there who's willing to start their rabbit farm or do something similar to this. I will be giving you guys more information at a further date. I think for today you guys have learned something and I've helped someone out there. So next video will bring you guys something new. Like I said, we are working on some bangers for you guys as always. So like, comment, share, subscribe, put on your post for notifications so every time I drop a video you guys are lit. So I will be catching you guys later. But guys, don't forget one thing. Don't forget one important thing. Like I said in the beginning of this video, whether you choose to use the methods I've shown you guys here today, it is up to you whether to use it or not. Like I said, some people say it's rape, which in the animal world kind of is, and some people say some people think it's okay, you know, like how do I say it, it's like cutting off tails on dogs, you know. they don't want you should people, you know, dogs, I don't believe dogs want their tails to be cut, but we do it anyways. It's up to us, you know, it's up to us to decide whether we want to do it or whether it's not. It's up to you to choose whether it's good for you. You want to use it. You think, I don't know, some people put morals into this or not, but let's not take it too deep, guys. It's just a method, but like I said, please do it carefully. Don't harm your rabbits when doing this. Make sure that around the waist it's comfortable, it's not too tight on the tail. But yes, most of the times, if it's your rabbit's first time and it's a method like this, they will scream. As you guys can see, they scream super loud. It's like a person. So I'll catch you guys later.